I think it's fair to say the standout results, Stevie, Norwich against Spurs, 2-2. Once again, Spurs looking less than convincing.
Yeah, certainly in the first half, I thought Norwich held their own. Norwich are a team that regardless of the results they've been having, they've got fight in them, and particularly at home, they will go at you. And they tried to do that with Tottenham. Listen, they should have gone 2 up Norwich when they got a goal disallowed, but the fact of the matter is, the second half, no question, Tottenham dominated the game. They did get their 2 goals, which, if you get 2 goals away from home against a relegation-threatened side, you should be taking all the points. Unfortunately, the strangest thing under Mourinho for me is that Tottenham, since Pochettino left, have been a lot sharper, in my opinion, and looked a lot better going forward, which is not what you associate with Mourinho sides. You associate Mourinho sides with starting at the back and keeping it tight. Well, this Tottenham side at the back, in my opinion, are all over the place. Completely changed his back line in the second half, and it still didn't matter. Every time Norwich went forward and every time Norwich got a bit of space, it was panic stations at the back for Tottenham.
Right.
And unless he sorts that out, they can forget the top 4.
It doesn't, as you say, his DNA doesn't seem to be on this team at all.
No.
How easy is that to fix for him? Is it just a matter of time, get over this festive period, get everyone together?
I don't believe that, listen, a lot of people will say to you, well, what you need to do is you need to get your players on the training field and coach them.
Right.
Having been in that position, sometimes players either can't be coached or they're past their best. And in my opinion, although Alderweireld has signed a new contract, I think he's past his best.
Wow.
I certainly believe that Vertonghen's past his best. Now, his contract's running out, but then if you look at what else they have, you've got a right back, basically in Aurier, who's better going forward, and you've got another defender in Sanchez, who, yes, has pace, but I think positionally he's all over the place. So regardless of whatever way you look along that back line, whether it's 3 centre-backs or whether it's a back 4, which we saw today, they struggle. And unless they change the personnel, I don't see how it's not going to continue to struggle defensively.
You mentioned the disallowed goal. Before we get to that, you take a look at the build-up to the penalty that was awarded. Should there have been a foul given?
There was a challenge from Lamela that if you were to ask 10 different people, you'd probably get 5 saying it was a foul and 5 saying it's not a foul. I don't know,
would you, Stevie? It looks like a foul.
I don't think it's a foul.
Really?
Well, there you go, there's 50%.
Why?
Me and you.
Why isn't it a foul?
I can't honestly turn around and say that he didn't get any part of the ball when he made the challenge. I can't. And that's why, for me, if you can't turn around and say it's a foul, then you can't give a foul.
So not clear and obvious, that's your
I don't think it is at all, no.
OK, let's talk about the thing that, if you've got Twitter, you know that it just exploded once again with the second goal, as you mentioned, was disallowed for offside. It's very, very close, but he was off.
Yep.
People screaming and shouting, it's ruining the game. Something has to be done. You need to be able to look at it with...
Well, you want double VAR?
You need to just be able to look at it, and if you can't see it from your naked eye, then it should be given to the attacking side. Where do you stand on all of this?
Listen, the VAR was brought in so that we could get the right decisions.
Yep.
And this gave us the right decision because the technology showed that Pukki is not a mile, not 100 yards. He's inches offside, but he's offside. So why have you got a problem with that? That's what the technology's there for, to show whether it's the right results. Because we were complaining that there was too many occasions where the result was the wrong one that affected the game. Well, this one's right, and people are still complaining.
People are arguing the fact that it's just such a minuscule amount, that it doesn't make a difference to the play. It should be allowed to stand.
If you can show that it is, regardless if it's minuscule, if you can show that it's still in an offside position, then again, why are you arguing against it? That's what it's for.
But it was a beautiful move. It was a great goal.
Yeah.
It's ruining the beautiful game.
No, it's not.
Well, I'm just saying, this is what people are saying, aren't they?
Well, what do you want? People said the game was being ruined and we needed technology because there were too many mistakes and there were too many games that were hinging on bad decisions.
Right.
So now we get the technology in to help, and I think we have to remember something. You know, I always think of VAR as like a young football player. When you start off playing as a professional, you lack experience. You lack composure in big moments. You know, your decision making isn't always perfect. Now, VAR it's like a young professional. It's only just starting. People are only beginning to get comfortable with it. And by the time that they're experienced, then hopefully we won't have all these complaints. Right. But again, the real point is, when it's the right decision, it's the right decision regardless.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.